Aries, you've reached Tarot Universe T. I'm here to do a December 1st through the 15th reading for general reading for Aries. Anyone born with an Aries rising, Aries moon, or Aries sun, naturally, or the Venus as well. Aries Venus. Okay, so here we go. Been shuffling for a long time before I got on camera. I know that my sound is going in and out, so I'm very aware of it. And I do have something coming tomorrow. Thank you for your patience on that. It's very frustrating for me too. I'm sure it's very frustrating to listen to with a sound going in and out. But I do appreciate your patience. It is going to be resolved. I'm very aware of it, and I'm taking care of it. I've got something coming in the mail, UPS tomorrow, that should help that. Okay, let's see what's going on with Aries. Well, Aries, I have you as the Magician in the center of your reading. Okay, and I do have the Star card in the reverse, clarifying your reading, stating that, you know, you've got a lot of energy and you've got all your tools that you need to make things happen. But I don't know if you're over... what do you say? Over having, let's see, goals. They're too large to complete within a certain time frame. Maybe you're trying to bite off more than you can get done in a certain period of time. I do have the Star card in the reverse to clarify the Magician. So it's just giving me this impression I'm getting is that maybe you're not getting everything done the way you want it done, or you're not getting things done in the right time frame that you wanted. It's like rushing against the clock, trying to beat the clock. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting for that. And the crown of your reading, I do have the Devil in the reverse. So whatever kind of influence that someone has had on you, this could be a Capricorn person, because the Devil card does stand for Capricorn. I'm getting that maybe, you know, you might even be the devil in disguise yourself to your own self. And, you know, because this card is in the reverse, it's almost like you're being a devil to yourself. Like maybe you're beating yourself up. Maybe you're obsessing, because this card does represent obsessions too. Maybe you're obsessing over something that you want a certain way, or you want something... too quick is what I just got from Spirit. Maybe too quick, getting impatient with something not happening quick enough. So this looks to me like, you know, you're going in on yourself, as you know, you're kind of beating yourself up. You're also tricking yourself, because the devil is a great deceiver. It's a great trickery going on here. So you're tricking yourself into believing something that is, what came to me honestly is something that's more important than, you're making something out to be more important than what it is what Spirit gave me. So you're tricking, your mind is tricking you into believing that something is more important than what it is. It's almost like there's some of you, not all of you naturally, there's very few of you probably, that are waking up and haven't woke up all the way yet, is what I'm getting. And so you're putting things over people, or putting things over souls or spirits, or putting things over, however you want me to say it, putting material items that are inanimate over, more important over a human person, or even, you know, any living being really. But I'm talking about humans right here. So that's what I got from that Devil card being in the reverse, is that somebody hasn't woke up all the way yet, and they're still putting material things over a person, making something more important than a person is. Okay. All right, I'm moving on. In the base of your reading, I have a Three of Wands, beautiful card. This is fire. This is a card that tells me that you want something to happen. You want to see progress. Something needs to happen. You have an immediate need for something to happen. And it's forward moving naturally. You're looking into the future. You want something that's, you want a quick path to where you want to be in the future. You're looking at where you have, what you have to do and what you have to go through to get to where you want to be, is what this card is telling me. Okay. Now, in your recent past, I have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So things have been off balance a little bit for you in the recent past. You've been maybe impatient or feeling like things aren't moving quick enough. One thing starts going right for you, and then something else happens that makes your mind not be able to rest. Like in between, we all have things that happen. We usually go, something happens, we fix it, remedy it, we move on for a while, we rest a while, then the next thing happens, and then we have to fix it and remedy it. And this is kind of telling me that, you've been like really having a hard time balancing stuff, been happening one thing after another, where you're constantly being pulled to fix things. They don't have to be major things. I'm just talking about little small issues. It could be something as small as a tear in your garment, and you have to take it in, or you have to sew it yourself or take it in and get it fixed. Anything like that. It could just be one little thing after another that you need to fix. And I see it's thrown you off balance because, it's just too much, right? And you have in the near future, you have like a decision that needs to be made. Okay, so there's a decision that needs to be made. And I have your energy of the soulmate. So it's something to do with your soulmate, with your lover. There's an energy. This is a general read. This is not a love reading, but this soul card came up for your energy, that you're a soulmate. So this is your energy of being a soulmate to someone. This energy is with you now. You're focused on this energy. Okay. There's a decision to be made. I don't know what it is yet. You, in your environment though, you are feeling, okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm getting. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I got, you're being given love, and it's honest, good love. This is good heart, straight from the heart love you're giving. But you're so preoccupied with something else right now, Aries, is what I'm getting. That your lover, or your husband, or whoever it is that's giving you this nice love from their heart, you're not even paying attention to it. You're ignoring it, not on purpose. It's just you're so preoccupied in your mind. You're so preoccupied in your mind right now that you're not even able to put this person over whatever it is that's bothering you, some kind of nuisance material thing or some kind of issue. I feel like you're kind of putting your soulmate to the side because you're in your head. Okay, is what I'm getting. You're in your head. And, your fear is that things aren't growing, that things aren't moving forward, they're not progressing. You're not building upon what you have now. You're not building, getting richer or getting more material things or getting a bigger house or getting more of the things you want. On top of the, it's like a building thing. Like you have the, you're above the base. Base would be having nothing, and then you're above that, quite a ways above that. But you want more, 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 and so you keep wanting to build on that base to get more and more and more. And your fear is that you're not going to be able to grow materially. But the card is here of growth, so you do have the growth card. So it's telling you that you will grow. Things are going to go well for you. Okay? Now, I do have in your outcome a King of Pentacles in the reverse. So I don't know if you've had a falling out with a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Taurus, Capricorn, what's the other earth sign? Virgo, person, or somebody that has those signs heavy in their chart. You may have had a falling out with them. I am seeing a Page of Swords here. This could be someone from the age, a child maybe even, from the age of 1 to 14, 0 to 14. This also happens to be, and what I'm getting as somebody that you know that's older than you. Could be your father. It could be somebody that's older than you. Doesn't have to be a relative. Is talking smack about you. Okay, smack is someone talking bad about you. So it's like a gossip mongler, you know, a gossip person that is talking crap, talking negative things about you. And so I'm seeing that this person, you know, is in the reverse, like against you, or, you know, not on your side. And then this card is like they're not letting you know they're talking bad about you. They're doing it behind your back. Okay, so that's what I got with that. On the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. So this is, you know, you've been wrestling with yourself. You've been fighting yourself. You've been beating yourself up. This card shows conflict. And this is telling me that you're having conflict with yourself. You're fighting yourself. Okay, Aries? All right, I'm going to go ahead and do another Celtic cross on top of this one to get clarification on what's going on a little better with you. And like I said before, this reading is not going to hit for all Aries. So, you know, if it resonates, it's for you. Sometimes if you want to switch the channel because you get frustrated and it pisses you off, it might be for you. You just don't, you're in denial and don't want to hear it. Okay, I'm going to move on so I can concentrate on the cards. Aries, general reading for December. Aries, general reading for December. Apologize if the audio is going in and out. I could just imagine. Aries, December 2018. Okay. All right, Aries, I think I pretty much got it. The bottom of the deck was balance. All right, so we have unity as the center of the, your main card in the center here is unity. And then that is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So, you know, again, I'm feeling that it's just like I'm getting like a feeling of things, like almost like a desperate, sad feeling. Desperate, sad. Does that make sense to anybody? A desperate, sad feeling, almost. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, I usually take that as a card that means karma coming in, whether it's, usually if it's upright, I say there's good karma coming in, and if it's in the reverse, I say that, you know, it could be bad karma coming from the past. Also, it is creating, you know, we're always creating karma, but it's a time when we really want to pay more attention to what we're doing with our karma, okay? Because it is going to come back and hit us in the butt, and maybe we're doing something a little bit more heavier that we wouldn't want to experience in the future. So it's just a reflection time, showing you that you should look at what you're doing. Pay attention to your karma making. Your unity is in the reverse, okay? Saying to do, the unity card says do the right thing for the right reasons. Compare traditional versus new approaches. Okay, a spiritually minded community. So yours is in the reverse. So it's just saying that, what I'm getting is that not only did you get the unity card in the reverse telling you to watch what you're doing and do it for the right reasons, you got it with the karma card. So be careful that you don't do something that you wouldn't want done to you in the future, is what that equals. To me, anyway, that's what that equals. Okay, so in the recent past, we do have the release card. And I see that you were having a hard time of it. There's a lot of things that were probably coming up that weren't going right one after another, trying to balance everything, and things never really seemed like it was balanced. You never really got a rest in between balancing. So I got a clarification card here that says release. So release the feeling of controlling things. Try to release that. Easier said than done, no doubt, that's true. But that's what that card is telling you, to release the mindset of whatever it is that has to be done before you can be happy. Be happy, even though it's not done. That's easier said than done. I know that, but that's what the card is telling you to do. Okay, it has something to do with family or the home life that you need to release. Whatever it is that you're trying to, that you're making something very important more than it really has to be. Something that, is irritating you, that's not happening. And then when these little petally things start happening, like things are not going right and you have to pick up one thing after another or do something else, you go to pick something up and you might forget something and then you have to go back out and get another item from the supermarket, or it's just one thing after another. A bill comes in, and you have a flat tire, so you have to pay for the flat tire, and so you don't have enough money for both. And then you have to worry about that. So it's just one thing after another with this one. It's just like it's just not balanced, and it's about money. And then this one says to release your concerns. Okay, so then in the near future you have a decision to make. It says you have a decision. You have the Four of Summers. The Four of Summer, it's not plural. Why did I think I seen that card already for you? And I think I did. I don't know where it was though. I seen it. Oh, here it is. It's in your environment, and I have it for your near future too. The Four of Summer. I have it in the reverse here on top of this decision. So there's a decision that has to be made. And you have the Four of Summer in the reverse. So it'd be like this one. It's almost like you're not paying attention to the soulmate's love that they're offering you. This one's in reverse. So like you're making a decision. This is what I'm getting. You're making a decision. And, you're taking the love for granted from the soulmate. So you're not even like thinking of the soulmate while you're making up your mind on something that's important, that's preoccupying your mind. Okay? That's what I got with that card. So it may come back later on to bite you in the rear, because the karma card, if you do that, if you don't take somebody's feelings into consideration while you make a decision, the decision that you make may come back to bite you in the rear later on, is what I'm getting. Because you didn't take that person into consideration when you made the decision. You were already thinking, well, they'll always be there no matter what. I can just do whatever I want, or I got to make up my mind. I don't care what they say. I'm going to make up my mind. I have their love. They love me. You're not even thinking about they love me. You're not thinking they. You're not even thinking about the love, really, is what I'm getting. It's so there for you. This is for people that do have a soulmate and do have someone that loves them very dearly. You're just not thinking about the consequences of what could happen if that person wasn't there loving you and you made the decision. Think of it that way. Think of it both ways. Think of it that they're there and it doesn't matter what you do because they'll always stand by your side. And then think of the same decision that you're going to make if that person wasn't around. Like if they left you or they moved away or something like that. Just think of the decision with both scenarios before you make up your mind. That should help some. All right, so then I have the 10 of spring. Oh, the 10 of spring. I got excited about it for a second. The 10 of spring, it is a fiery sign, but it's also a lot of things that we were talking about earlier, which is, this. A lot of, this is telling me there's a lot of chores, there's a lot of demands, there's a lot of things on your time. There's a lot on your shoulders. You feel that way anyway. That's the energy that's there. You're feeling this way. Okay, and in your environment, you have the 5 of summer. So you have the 5 of cups. So you feel like you've lost something already, Aries. I don't know what that is. This is about love, this card. You feel like you've lost... it doesn't have to be the person. It could be that maybe you lost some emotion from them. Like they don't love you anymore, or they don't admire you anymore, or they don't think highly of you anymore. Or they don't even think of me anymore. Something like that is going on here. This is in your environment. You're feeling a loss. You still have love there with the 5 of cups. There's still the 2 cups that they show in the Rider-Waite deck. There's the 2 cups that are standing, and then there's the 3 cups that are down. So you feel like there's some kind of emotional loss that you're experiencing. Your fear is the 8 of winter. So you're fearing change. You're fearing 8s are all about change. It's telling you, you need to believe in yourself, and this is the 8 of Swords. You need to believe in yourself. You feel like you're tied up and you can't, like someone's holding you down, and they have like some kind of something around your eyes. They've got your eyes blinded to where you can't see. They've tied off your eyes, and you can't move forward the way you want to move forward. It's all in your mind. These are your thoughts. You may be thinking this way, you may be actually feeling this way, because our thoughts provoke our feelings, right? So you might be feeling, God, I can't get this done, or I can't do this or that, and then you start feeling that you can't do it. You're just like, okay, so I didn't get to cross this and this and this off my list, I'm being stopped. And then you start feeling like you're being, like someone's actually, got you tied up or something. You feel like you can't move forward. It's very frustrating, okay? So that's what the 8 of winter. So this is in your fear sector and your hopes and dreams. You're hoping to move forward and not be tied down and not be blindsided, not be blindfolded, being able to see clearly. And this card is in the reverse. So the way I'm seeing it is that you don't have to worry about it. I'm getting the same feeling that I got from the same exact position was the Empress in your hopes and dreams for growth. You want growth. You want to move ahead. You want this new start. Okay, so I'm getting that it's a go ahead, that it's good, that I don't see there's no stoppage there for your fear. Your fear is not being, if you are afraid of growth, or if you're afraid of moving forward, it's telling me that you don't need to, because they're both in the right direction for you to move forward. Okay, and then for your outcome, you got the Magician. So that's awesome. You got the Magician card, just like you did in the center of the deck here when you, center of your reading. You got the Magician, and then you got, what is this one? The 4 of Spring is a clarification to it. So you have the power. It's showing that here. You have the power and the must and all that to go forward. You have the fortitude. You can do it. You have it. It's being given to you by the universe. The thing that's blocking you or that's helping you, hinder or help, is the 4 of Spring. And that is the happy home life. The Four of Spring is having everything balanced at home, having good communication, good sound, solid house, good solid relationship with whoever that means for you at home. It could be with your parents, it could be with a lover, it could be with a friend, or it could be with a girlfriend, a guy, or anybody. It could be whatever relationship it is. Anyway, the main point is that you do have the Magician, you have the energy to get what you want, but it's being challenged by not having a balanced home life. Okay, it's taking this energy here is zapping energy from this one, from your Magician. Okay, so that's what that's telling me there. So if this becomes this way and it becomes solid and everyone's getting along and everything's bliss and all that, then it fortifies the Magician. Okay. All right, I'm going to do one more clarification here with my other cards. There we go. Okay, and I usually just do 3 across is what I do. I'm tempted to do another Celtic cross. I think I might start doing that. The tape will start getting longer and longer though. So I'm just going to do past, present, and future for the last part of the clarification for your reading. This is for Aries for December 2018. Aries, December 2018. I did shuffle these cards up before, all of them. I shuffle all of them with meditating on them with the sign and with what time frame it's for. So I've done all that before the camera was put on, but I just like to do it again to freshen them up because the energy's right. Okay, so here we go. This is for Aries, December 2018. Okay. Haha. That's what you get when you have long nails. It's harder to pick things up. Okay. Let's get these guys back in order. And here we go. Okay. Let's see what we've got here, Aries. We do have the World card in the recent past, wanting to put an end to something, wanting a completion on something, something ended. Whether that's a job or, like this crap of the stuff not going right and one thing after another, after another, after another, you're wanting that to end, okay? It says release, and, you're like, yes, release, in that crap. So you're wanting an ending to that. So there was an ending there. Some of you may have had an ending with a relationship, or some of you may have had an ending with a job too. This could also represent that. Okay, so we do have 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not wanting to hold back. You're wanting things to go your way. You're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to run through the halls at 100 miles an hour. You've got energy. You've got energy, okay? You're not wanting to hold back, is what I'm getting. But, it's good energy. It's good, clean energy is what I'm getting there. It's good, clean energy. All right, so you do have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So it means that, you're gouging yourself. You're going in on yourself. You want this new start. This is the going out in the world and starting something brand new with your self-esteem, with yourself, with your knowingness, with everything that you are, right? And then when it's turned like this, it's like self-doubt. It could be playing the tapes in your mind over and over, and it's stopping you from going forward. It could be this decision that you're trying to make, about something that you're trying to make a decision on, and not, having your soulmate in the loop, or not asking for advice, or not letting them know what's going on. It could be, that you're just really, you're focusing on yourself here is what I'm getting, not outward. So this is inward. This is all thinking inward is what I'm getting. And that's in your near future. How does that pan out for you? What's the overall? for the near future. I'm just seeing that you are really kind of focused inward, which is good because when you focus inward, at least you know what you want. You're not relying on the outside to dictate what you want or what you're going to do, which is what we tell people mostly to do, right? We say, well, go within and find out your answers from within. Don't look without. But in this case, what I'm getting, because you did have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and you had Unity in reverse, and you did have the Devil card in reverse. I don't think I went over this other card. I need to go over. In the reverse, I'm getting that you're kind of like beating yourself up. And so my message to you for this is to go lighter, if you can. Share your concerns with another person, and if you don't like the way they respond to it, or you in your mind you're already saying, I'm not going to even bother. Why bother? Bother. Do it in a different way or something for this person, whoever it is that you need their advice or help. At least give it a shot, give it a chance. At least tell this person, and that way, if they come back later on and say, "Well, God, you didn't even ask me for my opinion on stuff, and that's why everything fell apart," or "You didn't ask me, and now I'm mad," then they can't say that because at least you went to them. But the energy is showing me here that you're not going to be propelled that way. You're going to be propelled to do it inward, to go in on yourself and do it yourself. Make up your mind yourself. Do things being very, very. Aries are very self-confident. They're self-motivating, self-sufficient. They're very good that way. The card that I didn't read to you was the Prince of Winter is in the reverse with the Devil card up here. So, like I said, that you were probably, going in on yourself with the Devil, beating yourself up, maybe obsessing over things. There's a Prince of Winter, which could be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius person that could be adding, or not adding, that could be affected by this energy, okay? It could be affected by, or irritating, or it could be going against, maybe you think they're going against what you want, and you're obsessing over that. It's like somebody's just, it's either a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini person that you feel that could help you a little bit more or go along with things a little bit more your way, okay? And they're not, you don't feel that they are. I don't know if it's an obsession that you have just thinking that this person won't go your way and you're afraid to ask them, or you're afraid to try it again with them. Whatever it is, it's, you're going in on yourself is what I see. Okay, so let's see. Did I go over all the cards before I closed down? I don't know if I did. I don't think I told you on the bottom of the deck that there was balance. So there's this, you going inward on yourself, fighting in your own mind, and then, but you really want in your total being, and we all do, we want balance. So you do have the balance card there. You will balance this out. You're going to go in on yourself and beat yourself up, but I think that, you're not going to totally beat yourself up to where you won't be able to be functioning. You're going to beat yourself up to a certain degree, but it's showing the balance card here, so it's not going to be as bad as it could be, okay? Some people get paralyzed even by beating themselves up so bad that they can't, sometimes they'll just say, F it, I don't even want to do it now, or, they get like that. But I'm showing a balance for you here, that's not going to happen with you. All right. Okay, Aries, that was your reading for the first 2 weeks of December 1st through the 15th, and I'm wishing you all great beginning to the holiday season, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Aries. Bye-bye.